Oh gosh. Oh, he's just getting off with a slap. Alright, they need to take their slaps better, but that guy that got punched through the window, he's finished. Hello fellow heroes, I'm Action Smacchan, the 2-in-1 hero made up of a virus from the 70s and a guy who likes to watch things. And I watched the first Heisei Ultraman series with Ultraman Kuuga, but how about the first Kamen Rider Heisei series? Let's go ahead and see Kamen Rider Kuuga. Man, he's beating up people already. He's T-posing on them. Sometimes when you kick everybody's ass, you just have to take a nap afterwards. Whoa, a new hero, a new legend. Written English. Just thinking again, about this being the first Heisei era Kamen Rider show and what they were trying to accomplish with it, because pretty similar to Ultraman Kuuga, Kamen Rider Kuuga had to be a revival series because prior to this one, Kamen Rider just did not have any seasons going on for a while. And thinking about what was grasping me about the opening, and this Kamen Rider opening does stick out a lot to me in terms of tokusatsu openings. And what also grabbed me about the title card just now is that both of them feature English text and phrases in them, you know, with the no fear, no pain hook in the opening, and there was the tagline in English in the title card. It did seem like they were trying to reach out to a broader new audience, even though they weren't sending it to English-speaking countries necessarily when they were producing this. But there is a sense of trying to reach different people in adding, the English phrases like that. At least that's what I'm getting. Because you don't, well, I guess you do kind of get a little bit of English phrases in even prior Kamen Rider shows. Like if you think about Kamen Rider Black, first of all, his name is Kamen Rider Black, as opposed to like Kamen Rider Kuuga or something. And with Kamen Rider Black RX, they had the opening with some English phrases in it as well. Wake up the hero. So maybe I am a little bit off base. In the comments, let me know what you think. Do you think they were going for a broader reach, even though not necessarily English-speaking audiences, but speaking towards just something modern, something more worldly than prior tokusatsu series? Man, that is a dead dude. Oh, he's moving. And I would have exited immediately. I would have left the entire country. They have the right idea. Get out. I'm leaving. To New Tokyo International Airport I go. He does not care. Oh. Hey. Oh. All right. Oh my gosh. And he just owned everything with this character introduction. And again, going with themes of kind of like the exotic. The main character here that was just introduced, he was giving an anecdote about how he was pretty well traveled, and he has his bike, so maybe he is still pretty well traveled, still does a pretty decent amount of traveling, but probably more of a solo act. But also he was giving like that, the entire anecdote was also like a huge thing in getting some insight just on his character, at first making us think he was talking directly to the audience, but then it's revealed that he is trying to help someone. He wasn't just talking to us, but he was doing it with the intention of helping this lost kid, not just find their parents, but making them stop feeling bad. And you can see that intention. because he wasn't like trying to drag them anywhere. He was first concerned about how they felt. And he adapted to the situation, seeing that, telling his anecdote didn't really do anything for the kid. But he does seem pretty multifaceted. He's able to think pretty quick on his feet and find a different solution. And he switched up his game and started to do the juggling thing. And he's able to juggle. He's probably able to do a pretty decent amount of things because he has his bike. He's able to figure out solutions. And he's able to relate to people. And then finally ending off with this with the thumbs up gesture. There's a lot of characters in tokusatsu that love the thumbs up, but this one does leave a pretty big impression because it tied up this very strong, very dense character introduction, I think. There you go. Oh, and you get to keep the ball. There you go. And I would also like to add that he did not solve the issue for the parents, for the kid, but he gave the kid space to approach the resolution without fear and pain. And that's really interesting because, when we think kind of like at a surface level of superheroes, you think of somebody who goes in and solves the problem for people. You don't necessarily see that it is that they can definitely just be someone who aids you in solving the issues. Aids you as you solve the issues. There we go, thank you. Alright, cute girl time. The butt. Why are you breathing like that? Oh, he has a mask on. Again, some really dense character work introducing. Well, first I want to observe that they confirmed that Godai here, the main character, is still well traveled. As I would have guessed from, his character introduction in the previous scene, but also, introducing this other character that they seem to go back pretty far, and she's able to call out his shenanigans without even looking. It's cute. And face touch. Is he gonna go all the way wherever that was? Oh, that poor tree. Oh, these are the slappy hands. Oh, didn't realize there were dead people there too. We shouldn't have buried everybody so close together like this. Oh, the excavation site is in Japan. My bad. Oh, what's this new type stuff? Oh. I feel like that was another moment of pretty quick and dense character development in establishing a relationship between Godai and the officer. So from my take currently is that Godai is going to be the kind of character who will race off into danger, kind of tripping on stuff and skipping red tape. But the officer is going to be the kind of guy who follows the rules, but is also able to catch Godai before he falls, showing it quite literally the kind of support and reliance between Godai and the officer just now. But they brought out the dang old slappy hands and they weren't ready. We got the bra! I can't help but feel like maybe I don't have the dates correctly and it's just a coincidence. But I do feel like there was a little bit of Blair Witch Project influence to that, because it was such a found footage horror snippet. because this show isn't a found footage show, but there was like the found footage like sort of horror aspect to that scene just now. But I do feel like there is an interesting sort of relationship between horror genre and superhero, and tokusatsu I think is really no different, especially with like the Kamen Rider and Ultraman series, with Ultraman being just derivative of like Godzilla, with Tsuburaya originally coming from Toho Studios, which produced Godzilla, and then Tsuburaya kind of going off and doing their own thing and starting Ultra, just kind of like from like the roots of the superhero genre, kind of coming in response to horror. having a basis in horror and showing like dystopian, the negative reflection of society in horror, but also superhero genre adding the sense of hope and optimism to a horror narrative is, I think, is kind of the core of the relationship between the two. And here having yet another horror kind of a horror media mixed into this new Kamen Rider. Well, this landmark Kamen Rider series, it's kind of interesting to see, because naturally they're going to introduce the horror, and then they're going to respond to it with the optimism that Godai is going to offer them. Well, that's yours. See you. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh, he's just getting off with a slap. Alright, they need to take their slaps better, but that guy that got punched through the window, he's finished. Oh, he said the K word. Oh. Oh, that was slick. Why'd you get that? It's entering you through your pelvis. How can you tell? Oh, ew. He's like, this isn't working out. Oh, punch. Yeah, that no fear, no pain, even though you are pretty beat up at the moment, but there is definitely no fear. Oh, see, there's the pain. You could definitely still feel that clothesline. Haha, have you considered car? Haha, he did not consider car. The butt. And here it is. Here's what I was talking about with his relationship with the policeman. Him coming in right before Godai is in over his head and about to die. There we go, keep shooting. Whoa. Man, he's not very good at hitting things with that claw. Oh. Yeah. I would like to applaud this helicopter pilot for not crashing. Anytime. I just feel like anytime a helicopter is involved in a fight scene, an action scene, whatever, that thing gonna crash. But no, this fight took place on the helicopter, around the helicopter, through the helicopter. Man, that pilot kept it together. That guy I keep seeing everywhere now. Can't keep him out of my mind. And I'm gonna stop it there on this very handsome shot of Joe Odagiri. But yeah, that was Kamen Rider Kuuga episode 1, the first episode of the Heisei Kamen Riders and the revival of the franchise. And yes, it was still very good. No wonder that we still have Kamen Rider today, because this first episode of this first series was very excellent. Very good character work, very good character, very dense character development at the beginning right there, just in their exposition. Very good. Subtle, easy to miss if you're not paying attention to it, but I do like it, it's there. But yeah, in the comments, go ahead and tell me, are you a fan of Kamen Rider Kuuga? Do you like the Heisei era of the Kamen Rider franchise? Because I think it's a pretty good era. If you had fun along with me, go ahead and give this video a like and share it with a friend so that they too can become a fellow hero. Also, if you haven't noticed, I do stream Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm playing games, hanging out with a chat, and just generally having a good time. I hope I can see you guys there. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and smack that subscribe button so that you can more easily keep up with everything that we're releasing. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next Smacchan Packed adventure.